Hey guys, today I'm gonna put a hat on because my hair's a mess and the barber's closed and has been closed since the start of this pandemic, so hair is really long. Question today is from Debbie. Let me fix this. Debbie asks, post-surgical diet, I'm struggling. So far today I've had a cup of applesauce and a yogurt. What foods did you rely on in the weeks immediately following surgery? A friend suggested Boost, so I'm going to give it a try. Two things. First of all, Boost. I don't really recommend Boost. Everyone talks about it. It's expensive. If you're eating enough food, as much as you should be, Boost is really expensive and it adds up, and it comes in small little containers and they're only a couple hundred calories. Maybe you can get the high calorie ones, they might be 400 calories, but still it adds up. It's full of sugar. You don't really know what's in it, so if you have like different food intolerances, and that's especially important for someone with IBD. You know, there's so many different foods and ingredients we can't have, and it's different from person to person. So Boost doesn't really make sense. Like if you have issues with dairy, Boost normally has dairy. That's just an example. But for me, the main one is it's just expensive. Unless you have like abundance of money, even if you do, it's still just a waste of money when you could make your own shake for the portion you want, with the ingredients you like, with the flavors you like, with the macronutrients you want. It just makes sense to make your own shake if you have a blender, and a blender costs $19 at Walmart. So it makes no sense to not make your own shake. I mean, the problem with society is that everyone wants like a magic pill. They think if they just drink this magic potion, it's going to be better. Like, Boost is not magic. It's just a bunch of sugar and some nutrients and some flavors. It's nothing special. It's just a brand name. It's marked up. There's no reason for you to be drinking it, really, that I can see. Maybe if you're old, like it's made for old people. If you're unable to stay in the kitchen and run a blender, like maybe you're just weak or you're in a wheelchair or something, like Boost makes sense because you can just get to the fridge, get out a Boost and drink that. But if you're able to go to the kitchen and throw some stuff in a blender and do dishes, I mean, it makes zero sense to not do that. Now, back to the original question. So she says she's eating applesauce and yogurt, which is fine if your stomach's fine with that. But for me, I ate soup of different kinds, like generally soup with nothing in it, but then eventually I would move to soup with things in it, you know, like a chicken noodle or a chicken rice or some sort of soup like that. Generally not one in the can that's full of sodium, but like a homemade soup. When I recover from my surgeries, I'm not at my own place. I go to my parents' house and I stay with them. So my most recent surgery was adhesions in February, and that surgery, I mean, it wasn't too intense. It was 9 days in the hospital, so it was 6 days of recovery, and the doctor said 6 weeks of no exercise, no physical exercise of any kind. He said don't lift anything over 10 pounds, take it really easy, and he said to be on a soft diet for food, and so that's things like mashed potatoes, drinking things, like for me, drinking egg whites, if you can handle that. Even just if you cook scrambled eggs or something like that, like that is a soft food. If you can handle dairy, like ice cream. If you can't handle dairy, get dairy-free ice cream, even though it's a little more expensive. And then I read someone said that they had a bowel resection. Mine was in 2018. And she said she ate soft, bland food for 6 months post-surgery. I never had it that bad. For my resection surgery, I can't really remember how long I was on a soft liquid diet of some sort, but I don't think it'd be more than a month if I had to guess. Like 6 months sounds a little crazy. Like if you take 6 months for your gut to recover from a surgery, even a resection, then you have health issues outside of Crohn's disease. Like you're just not a healthy person. If your body can't recover from being sliced open and putting things back together and heal from stitches and all that, then you have clear issues that are not related at all to Crohn's or IBD. I think one of the main things that helped me recover so quick from my last surgery, from the adhesions, I was very active. My body was really used to recovering. I was eating high protein. I mean, I was just a very healthy person. I had a lot of energy, I had a lot of strength. I had both a good amount of muscle and a good amount of fat to have as a foundation. I wasn't fat by any means, but I wasn't 5% body fat. I was maybe 10 or even 11% body fat going into it. So I had both fat and muscle to get me through it. If I was in my 2015 body, which was, 40 pounds less than where I was at going into the surgery, then I would have had a harder time to recover. It would have been a longer recovery, would have, might have been a liquid diet for a month or 2 months. Basically, the surgeon will put you on a liquid diet post-surgery in the hospital. And for those wondering what a liquid diet in the hospital is, it's basically coffee, tea, Jello, soup broth, and water. And then you stay for a couple more days waiting for a bowel movement. Once you have a bowel movement, then they put you on soft foods, which is things like, mashed potatoes and whatnot. You can drink a lot of fruit juices. I drink apple juice. That's a main thing that I have to start my day every morning. It's like instant sugar, instant energy, not from concentrate, like the apple juice you get in the cold section, not the apple juice that you get on the shelf with the other like sugary juices. Potatoes, again, you can cook them different ways, like you could steam them or mash them or whatnot. Carrots, same thing, you can boil some carrots or steam some carrots. Bananas, soups. You really don't have that many options when it comes to soft food, and it's unfortunate, it's not really that great. But you need to be eating the things that help you recover. Like protein is so important. You can't just be eating fruits and vegetables every day, all day. That's not going to help you recover. Protein helps you recover. You need to heal up. Your gut just got cut open. You need that to heal up properly and quickly so that you can get back to a normal life. You don't want to be like Betsy, who was on a soft, bland food diet for 6 months. Like that just sounds awful. There's no reason to do that. Like, you should be able to get on a normal diet within a few weeks, maybe a month. But if you're taking like months and months to recover, your overall health is just bad in that case. There's just no other way of putting it. If you take 6 months to recover from surgery, you are weak. And I sound like an asshole for saying that, but it's the way it is. Like you have to figure out a way to recover faster, and your body needs to be more healthy, because you take the people with Crohn's disease, you want to be on that top quarter of people. You don't want to be on that bottom quarter of the people who have the worst results coming out of surgery, the most failures, the worst recovery, everything seems to go wrong. You don't want to be in that. You want to work to get out of that, and there's ways to get out of that. So try to be proactive with it, and I wish you the best of luck. I'll see you guys in the next video.